Hey guys, my name's Jenny. Welcome back to my channel. You guys already know what it is. We are doing a what's in my backpack from the end of senior year. This video is also going to be like my tips for upcoming seniors, or I guess anyone who's in high school. So I did just graduate high school and I'm about to be a freshman in college. This is my backpack from senior year. If you remember my junior year video, this is the same exact one, but you may be thinking like, oh, first of all, it looks empty and there's like nothing on it, right? I did have a bunch of like pins and keychains on it, but I moved it to the backpack that I'm going to be using for college. Also, I had to wash this one because I brought it to summer camp I was working at and I had sunscreen in it and it exploded everywhere inside. So I had to take everything off so I could wash it. So this is the backpack I got for college. As you can see, I don't know if you guys remember, like these are the keychains that I had. This is the North Face Jester, like everyone has it, and I've also heard like bad things about it. So hopefully they aren't true, and I love this bag. I've seen mixed reviews, but if I hate it, I'll just go back to this because I know I love this one. So that North Face Jester, I normally I wouldn't have bought it. It was 50% off. And my friend was also getting one, so I was like, okay, like let me like get a new bag too because it's like when else is gonna be 50% off. So this bag I got from Target. I don't remember like when specifically because it was like a long time ago, but I'm sure I talked about it in my other video, so you guys should go check it out, like my old one. I will link it in the description. So the first pocket, I have this. It's a padded laptop sleeve, and obviously it's for your laptop. I had a MacBook Air, so this is my laptop, and in my opinion it fits like perfectly. That's one thing, like the Jester that I have, it doesn't have a laptop sleeve, so it's like bruh, like whatever. In that pocket, I would have my laptop, obviously, and I would also have some notebooks and papers because I was lazy. And okay, people may say like, oh, that's disorganized, like you're just being lazy, but like low-key it works. It helps me become more organized and like know where everything is. Also, since my laptop is in there, it kind of gives it like a good like flat base so my papers don't get crumbled. I think I would have like two of my folders. I only had two folders and I would keep one of them in there. In this big pocket, I would have my textbook, any other, like if I had the other folder in here, because sometimes I would just move it. A lot of the times I would just put it like wherever there was space. But what I like about this bag though is that there's this like hard piece at the bottom, so you have like some structure even when it's not like doesn't have stuff in it. More things I would keep in this pocket. My emergency kit. This is also like, it was my emergency kit, but it's also my like pencil case. I haven't taken anything out of here, so we can look through what's in here. First, I have this little Eevee bag. This bag is from Otakon. I got it from like, you know those gacha machines? In here I have these small highlighters. The green one like ran out, I think. And then I also have this nail glue because sometimes I just needed to, like, I low-key use this more than you would think. Initially put this in because I would have press-on nails sometimes and I would be like so annoying if they fell off, so I would just use this to put it back on. But also sometimes I would just use it as normal glue and it worked great. Last thing in this little pouch, I have this mini stapler. Also something that like you wouldn't expect that you would need, but I use this so much. I like having all this stuff in this small bag because it just feels like more organized. Next in here, I also have like trash, like an unfinished origami thing. I have this ruler, which I never used. A cute little bear comb. I don't think I use that a lot either. These scissors though, I think I got this from like those Five Below mini backpacks. Another thing that you wouldn't expect to need, but like I use this so many more times, whether it be like a loose thread or low-key I'd be using this to like cut paper sometimes. It's just really small, but like if it works, it works. I had these tweezers as well, never used this. Hand sanitizer, this is like a need for school. Not only will you need it, but like your friends will need it too. It's almost empty. School be nasty sometimes, so trust me, like get a hand sanitizer and also get a hand lotion. I think I took that out, but hand lotion I feel like is another thing that you wouldn't expect that you would need, but like bro, there are so many times where my hands feel so dry. Not only myself, but like my friends too. Like sometimes we'll be sitting at a table, like a group table, and I'll just pass around the hand lotion. Like your hands, they will get dry. School is cold sometimes, and especially in the winter, they will get dry. Definitely recommend that. And you can just get some like cheap one from Marshalls or something. This is a small pack of colored pencils. Another thing where you're like, I don't need colored pencils, I'm in high school, I don't need colored pencils, but I actually use this so many times. This one is like a small pack that I got for free at some like fair, but it's really small and it just has like these 5 colors. What is this? Red, yellow, pink, blue, and green. Like you're not gonna paint an art piece with this, but like I don't know, I just remember using this a lot and I was like, I'm so glad that I have this, and like, this is so random because no one else has colored pencils. Yeah, get yourself like a small pack of colored pencils, a small eraser, extra pencils, a panty liner, a tampon, and I did have a pad but it was used. Options in case like I don't think I ever restocked my pad in my little kit thing. These like did come in clutch a lot of times. This is like really random, but I thought of it when I was editing. Even if you don't use tampons, like I still bring it. I don't use tampons, like I only use it if I really need to. But one time I remember I was in class and it was so hot and I didn't have a hair tie or a claw clip, so I braided my hair and I tied it together with the string of the tampon. So yeah, stay strapped, ladies. And then last few things, I have like random trash. I always kept band-aids in here. I already used them, but like I have the trash in here. And also this is like the trash of a Tide wipe. Tide wipes and Tide pens actually come in clutch so many times. Like again, not only for yourself but for your friends as well. Bring a Tide pen or bring the wipes. I feel like the wipes work better, but whatever your preference is. So that's it for this little pouch. Some more suggestions, I would also bring like a lip gloss or chapstick in there because I feel like that is also something like you don't expect to need but like you do need. The next thing I would have in there was this notebook. This is like my journal. You can see it's like pretty used. I have so many cute little stickers on like covering it, but inside is like my journal, so like I write my journal entries in there. This is also like an everything journal, so I have my agenda in here. I have like my schedule for each month. There have been way too many times where in the beginning of the year I buy an agenda and then I end up just like not using it. But like this, I have everything in one place and I usually don't draw in the months. Like I have May, June, but then I don't have any more months. I would draw in each month, but I would draw like 2 at a time. If there was anything that I needed to like remember way in advance, then I would just write it in my notes app. Having it like this, like doing it 1 at a time or 2 at a time, something about it just like makes me use it more. So I would highly suggest this for anyone who also is like me and doesn't keep track with their agenda. I also like to color in. That was one thing I used the colored pencils for, is I would sometimes make my little agenda things during lunch because like I don't know, I had nothing else to do. But I would color in my weekend, so it's like I don't know, it's easier to see the days that I have school and the days that I have off school, and it gives you something to look forward to. I'm trying to think like what else I brought. In terms of school supplies, I don't think my courses were like that hard. All I had was I had 2 folders and I had 1 notebook for like loose leaf paper. I never used that notebook for notes or anything, but I would rip out the pages. I don't know, there was like a lot of times where I actually did need paper, so I would rip it out from there. But I didn't buy a new notebook. I just used like my old one that still had extra paper in it, so I kept that in my backpack as well. My classes where I had AP Microeconomics. No, I took macroeconomics, and then I had APAS, which was AP African American Studies. Oh, and then I had AP Comp Sci A, and then AP World History, and then Financial Math, and AP Lit, and then the last period I had Early Release. The year before that, I did AP Calc. I didn't want to do BC, and I already took Stat, so I just did Financial Math to like fulfill the credit. I brought this calculator. This is the TI-84 plus CE. I bought this for, what did I buy this for? I bought this when I was a freshman because sister said I would need it. And this was very useful. I'm very glad that I had it. It lasted me like all my 4 years, and I plan on continuing to use it as I go into college and I take, you know, more math classes. For my people in high school, I would recommend you get this if you're taking AP Physics, either Physics 1 or Physics 2, AP Calc, AB, or BC. I guess it just depends on your school because sometimes they have calculators there. It was always nice though to have my own because then I wouldn't have to like use the schools, and then if I had homework I could do it at home with my calculator. I remember for my physics class we were like required to have this, and there was some kids that like have to get it from the pre-calc teacher if you didn't have one. It was just like a big hassle. These were expensive though. If you can get one, I would recommend you get one if you want to do stuff math related in the future, but if not, I would just, I don't know, chill, save your money. In this big pocket as well, I also always carried my wallet in there. This side pocket, literally it fits nothing. The only thing I would put in here is like my lip gloss if I didn't have pockets, or I would just put it in there sometimes, and pencils because it's easier to grab pencils from the side pocket. I feel like I lose pencils so much less when I have pencils in the side pocket, but I have my wallet in here as well. And last pocket, the front pocket, this was like where all my trash was. Pencils, random pens. You guys remember last year I had this one pen somewhere in my room. I need to find it before I go to college, but it was this multicolored pen. Hold on. Okay, I don't have any multicolored pens on my desk, but you know those pens where like on the side you can click it down. It's like red, blue, green, like a bunch of basic colors, and then black obviously. But this one, it also had a pencil setting. I loved this pen and I used it so much, especially junior year when I was in AP seminar. Not as much senior year, maybe like sometimes for AP Lit, or sometimes if I was taking notes for World or APAS. I love this pen. I think it's like $10 though, so it's like low-key expensive, but I'm telling you, if you have that pen, you don't need any other pens. It literally has all the colors and it has a pencil. It is so easy to use, especially if you like color coordinating your notes and you need to switch colors fast. I need to go find this pen after this. Like I need that pen. It's somewhere here. I just don't know where it is. I'm trying to think like what else I had in there. I always kept my AirPods in there, and then if I couldn't have my phone out, I would put my phone in there, but also put my food in there. Like I would bring granola bars every single day. It was just like so much random stuff. I think sometimes I would keep my wallet in there if I brought my wallet to school. I don't know. I just love having that front pocket. My new backpack doesn't have that, but it's okay. We're gonna learn and adjust. I remember I also had a portable charger. If you guys know those portable chargers, it's like this shape and then it like plugs directly into your phone. I remember having one and then somebody like genuinely thought it was a vape and I was like, girl, chill, no, it's a portable charger. Here's a tip for people who always lose their pens and pencils. Just have one, remember what it looks like, and then stick it in the side of your pocket and then use it for every single class. Like that was the only way I would keep my pencils, and I would still lose it sometimes. Like I would leave it, or like I would leave it in the classrooms. But for example, this one, if I used it, I would be able to use like the same pencil for months on end. Or sometimes I would like do something to it to like help me remember what it looks like. So this one I put washi tape all over, because pencils like this, like people could easily steal. Everyone has this pencil. They sell 500 of these at Target. Like who has this like pink washi tape surrounded pencil? Like if somebody takes this, I'm gonna know and I'm gonna be like, where do you get that pencil from? Yeah, that's what I thought. This is my pencil. But like I literally had this since the beginning of senior year, and I still have it, and I'm going into college. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you got some, I don't know, some inspiration or maybe some advice that could apply to you. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more content from me, and comment down below what other videos you want to see from me. If you want to see more back to school videos, or I don't know, if you want to see different ones, let me know. I love you all so much. Stay blessed, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!